Yeah, hello students. You are once again welcome to Unit 4. We are going to start with Section 1, which actually says or talks about guidance and orientation services. Now, by this, let's say that by the end of this session, we expect that you will be in a position to do the following. 1. Explain what guidance services are. 2. Explain what orientation service is. Then 3. Outline the purpose of orientation service. And 4. Discuss how the orientation service could be implemented in the secondary school. Now, to really start again with, it is said to be, well, guidance services defined. And by the books we are using, it's said to be um, helping situations which actually dwell on services. Now, these services are offered by the school as the pupils to take care of the totality of their educational experiences. For example, giving assistance to individuals in making intelligent choices and adjustments all through their lives can be taken as one of such services, and they are supposed to be given by professionally trained counselors. A lot of definitions have really been given to the service, and some of these are said to be given by Schertzer and Stone. And of course, they see the service as formalized actions undertaken by the school to make guidance operational and available to students. Now, Oledede 1987 also explains that guidance services as professional aids given to individuals and small groups to deal with commonly meaningful problems which occur. Now, the next definition is also coming from Makinde 1983. And for him, guidance services are for individuals who want to understand themselves and their world and to become more effective, productive, and happier human beings. Peku, on his side, that is 1991, also emphasizes the fact that the primary purpose of guidance services is to inculcate in each individual the ability to solve his own problems and adjust adequately in life. Now, yeah, so Beduadu also defines it, and for him, he simply regards guidance services as those services that help in achieving the goals that really guidance sets itself to achieve. Now, going through all these definitions, you can see that every student needs guidance services to understand himself or herself and his or her world, and also be able to build very strong ability to solve his or her own problems and also adjust properly and adequately in life. Finally, according to Scammits 1999, the school counseling programs consists of services designed to address students, parents, and teachers' needs. Of course, these services include orientation, appraisal, information, counseling, consultation, placement, follow-up, and evaluation services. Now we come to orientation services. For it, simply, it is really provided to an individual or a student or a group of individuals so that they can adjust faster and better to a new school place of work or neighborhood. Now, in this case, you realize that, or in other words, it actually indicates that there is an organized group activity through which students are really offered assistance in making plans and adjustments to school. In fact, it is very useful service for especially students who have entered new institution or fresh graduates ready to start work. Again, we come to the purpose of orientation service. Now, for the purpose, the first one we can talk of is the fact that it really helps the individual to feel emotionally and mentally secured. That aside, it's also help the individual to adapt to social and physiological conditions of his new environment. So the next point of purpose of orientation service is to assist students with orientation activities of the educational placements. And these activities should include academic programs, subject combination, and training in decision making. And again, it also assists by way of educating students to know and understand their rights, privileges, and responsibilities in the school. Yeah, again, to expose students to the services and facilities available in the school. The next is to assist individual students get to new social surroundings and integration of new and old students. Now, of course, orientation program in the school should be ongoing to really facilitate the building of students' emotional stability and to promote better adjustment in life. Now we have various, that is implementing the orientation services in senior high school. Now we have various ways of which the purposes of the orientation services can be achieved. And these areas really include organized talks. And by way of organizing talks, well, this really actually means that this can be done on various issues that exist in the school environment for fresh students. Apart from that, you can also have a look at disseminating information. And by this, we mean to say that the type of information can be given on timetable, schedules of daily activities in the school, rules and regulations, locations of some important and essential facilities on the school campus to the student using notice boards. Then the next one can also be providing reading materials. And this one also simply talks about the fact that such materials could be flyers, could be newsletters, books, journals, and school magazines for students to read to inform themselves. Then again, we can talk about making visits or making students to visit some places. And these places really involve the library, classroom, or lecture theaters, and their important places and other important places to acquaint themselves with the facilities available in the school. Thank you.